Right, ladies and gents, I've had a few people ask me about the why I carry a Mora knife. I own a seatbelt material, you know, over my body rather than on a belt or anything like that. I see a lot of guys, they got some paracord and they got it around their neck. From personal experience of seeing somebody else come a cropper, in fact two people, you know, when you're out and about and you're up and down hills and so forth, and you know you've slid down, you've got all that weight with a bergen on you and all that type of stuff, and that's the thing that's probably going to get caught and hang you up. So I personally won't do that. I'm not judging anybody else that does, because we've all got our own individual ways of how we do things, and I think it's just brilliant watching you know, all the YouTube videos, which has it again resurged my interest in getting out and about and doing a little bit more than just walking my dog and having a brew. Loads of people, I say loads, I say what, about 7 people have asked me just for a close-up or a bit of a detailed look on the carry system that I made. I will put my hand up to this one. I've seen a lot of mods on the old Mora knives, fire steels, ranger bands, quite easy to do, but this is the one that I've actually done myself. I've not seen this done before, so excuse me if it's bad videoing. I never tried to do anything like this before, but I'll try and give you a close-up view of it. What you've got is a piece of seatbelt material, that's all it is, all the way around. This just fits from my right shoulder down to my left side. Forget this bit for the moment, and all I've done here is joined it with a length of Velcro. So that's literally, that is it, to make it in that loop, and that means if I get caught up or hung up, I have the ability to get myself free very, very quickly. And again, I'll try and come in now and show you the knife. I'm going to have to stand behind my video, sorry, my camera, how I've attached the sheath. Now if you imagine that's one big loop, okay, and that's just one piece of material. What I've done there, and I'll try and bring it in there, I can't actually see myself, I've sewed another piece, and it literally is that long, double up and round and go, and enough to go over a ranger band there onto it, which makes a kind of a sheath. Okay, so that's a separate bit sewed on there. Literally it's sewed on there where my thumb is, comes all the way round. There's enough just to tack it round and tack it round there. It then comes up, and then there's a loop here, and I've sewn it across here on this side of the loop just to hold it in, because this is what gave me the problem. Is just a piece of ranger band, and we all know this is bicycle inner tube in old money, so that literally slips down there. Okay, now when we look round to make it more secure, I'll forget this for a moment, there's the piece down, there's a piece, it's sewed down there and it's sewed down there, but this part is open, so literally you can see I've almost made a belt loop there, and that is 50mm nylon webbing, and it goes down, and I'm hoping you can see this because it's not thick, it is enough that it goes underneath there, so that would be enough to hold it in itself. And again, there's almost a belt loop there that goes down around the back of the knife. So I mean, even if you can't, or you haven't got a sewing machine, there's no way you couldn't sit down there watching, sorry, telly at night, doing this on your, you know, while you're watching your favourite programme. Try and get as many close-ups and different variations on it. We all know the Mora doesn't drop out of its scabbard, but alas, just for me, what I like to do is get the wrong way around, don't I? Goes in there, it's not going to come out anyway, but I've just, again, where that belt loop is, there we go, it's one piece, and I've just sewed it down there, bit of Velcro on there, bit of Velcro on there, so it comes around and holds that knife, because this is a knife, if push comes to shove, I'm going to be using the most, you know, preparing food, game, fish, whatever. I do not, whatever happen, wants to lose this knife, because the only thing I've got left would be sort of a pen knife that I use, which, okay, will do the job, but not as well as this. So literally, I'll just try and give you a bit of a longer length now. Take you a few minutes just to knock one of them up, and I'm not gonna, I'll be putting up the old hammock seat there, so I'll actually stick this on and show you how it sort of goes across my body, in the front when I need to use it, and then out the way down by the side of me when I don't. But hopefully guys, that's what you wanted, close-up view of the Mora knife. I tell you what, these are very, very simple to do. Always got to be careful when you're taking Mora out, because they're the sharpest knives I know, and probably cut more people than anybody else as well. But literally, one loop, sewed a bit on there, and again you just take your sizes off the knife yourself all the way up. This is one piece of webbing, it goes round underneath the Ranger band and comes back, and I sewed it along the top there. Okay, this was like the prototype MBO. I've got one in green, just never brought it with me today. This is easier because this will show up on the camera better. Then this is one piece that's sewed across, but I've only sewn it down there, and there's a loop obviously that pushes through and engages with the normal belt loop that you would have on the Mora, and it's ain't actually going anywhere, troops. Anyway, that's been Mora Knife there. Actually, I want to finish that brew, and hopefully there's enough light for me to do another video, because a few people have asked me to show them a bit more detail the hammock seat that I made Barry, Essex Plodder, and he's happy enough with that, and I've just made a slight modification to it. I don't think there was too much wrong with it in the first place. So troops, be safe, and I'll see you soon.